Have you ever wanted to know how to grow your beauty business and lash business within America? We have the podcast just for you. Let's welcome TV Kim and welcome your journey to be a world beautypreneur.
This part of the series is titled New Yorker Lash Tech to Master Judge Committee. Welcome TV Kim. Let's start off with a little bit of introduction.
Hi, so my name is TV Kim. I'm based in New York. I have a lash salon and also an online store, and also I host an online competition.
Tell me a little bit about how you actually started within this industry.
Sure. So I went to aesthetic school, and that's how I got into a beauty industry first. And then that time, it was 12 years ago or so. Eyelash extensions were already very popular in Japan. That time, I lived in Canada, but when I visited Japan, I thought, why not, try to learn this popular skill. And I wasn't, planning on taking this career as a full-time, but I thought, it would be just fun.
Yeah.
And then after I learned, actually, I dropped the aesthetic, facial and everything, and I really got into eyelash extensions.
Yeah. And you started your first business within the US, or did you do that since Canada?
So when I was in Canada, it was at the beginning, so it wasn't a business, but more I would try to practice on my friends and stuff like that. And I started to be more serious after I moved to US.
Yeah, US. What kind of parameters or licenses and registrations do you actually require in order to start for someone who's actually just starting out within the industry?
Yeah, so in the States, as an eyelash artist, you have to have either aesthetic license or cosmetology license.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course, you have to have a business permit. But that's completely different from lashes, right? Having a cosmetology license doesn't mean that you could do lashes. But being a lash artist doesn't mean that everybody has a license. So, I just happened to have both. So it wasn't difficult for me to start, but yeah, I know that a lot of people struggle because of the requirement.
Yeah. So throughout your transitions, once you've launched your salon, I know it's grown into the multiple sectors. I would love to hear about how the salon grown into the e-commerce sector, how it's grown into competitions.
Sure. Yeah, so I started like a freelancer, right? I started renting a small room, and then I was sharing a little room with somebody else who was doing a laser treatment. So this person had this room for 3 days a week, and then I was using that room 4 days a week. So we didn't work together, but we just took some of the days to do my own business and that person's business. And then I started to grow, so eventually I took over that room. So we had 2 beds in the room, and then I expanded. I started renting another room, and then after 6 months, I moved to one bigger location, so a little more of a salon feel that we have right now compared to before. I just had a small room or 2 rooms, and then for the e-commerce, so I had been preparing for a while. Actually, when I established my own business for the salon, I already had an idea for the online store. So I was creating the brand logo, and then like I try to like can't get in touch with manufacturers, try to choose the quality products. So that preparation itself, it took a while, probably like 2 years or so, especially at the beginning. I was so busy with the salon business, so I didn't have much time for me to fully commit in the like online store part of it. So like after I started hiring assistants for my salon, and then I started to have a little more time, so I was able to like launch the like online store. And then also for the online competition, that also I started going to competitions, like a live competition. So that's when I got an idea that like I really love competitions. Eventually, I want to organize one for myself. And then that itself, all the experience from me going to live competitions helped. So when I was deciding the rules and everything, I already knew a lot of things because I got to see so many different competitions. And then I saw good organization, not so organized competitions. So like I kind of incorporated everything into my own competition. So yeah, it was like a little by little I started to do different things.
All this growth is so fantastic to actually see this tremendous growth just by an individual within a specific industry, especially eyelash extensions. What are kind of your advice for people who's looking to go into competitions and wanting to participate in competitions?
So I will say first, you need to know why you're competing, right? Like your goals. Like, do you just want to learn, or are you doing this for someone? And then, so after you pick your goal, like you start to create a strategy for yourself. How to get there. Should I choose an online competition or like a live competition? Which competition to attend? So first, like deciding, coming up with a goal is really important, so that you could decide, where to go, go from.
So throughout my experience, I also have been judging and being involved in these types of competitions, and I know that you mentioned that there's things that vary throughout each organizers. What will set you apart within your competitions to other competitions that is out there?
So like for my competition, I try to make it as organized as possible, and then try to be as fair as possible for all the contestants. That's because I've been there, So some of the competitions I didn't feel, so fair, and some of the competitions I just, it wasn't clear, okay, what are the exact rules and stuff like that. So like if you go into, for instance, my like Instagram for like online competition, NYC Volume Lash Cup, you get to see like a lot of sample photos, criteria listed, and with the picture it's easier for people to understand what we are looking for. And when you go into the website as well, like I try to list everything, what kind of picture, especially it's an online competition, so people need to know what kind of photos that they have to submit. So sometimes people will write it down, but with the word explanation, sometimes it's hard for you to understand. Alright, it says certain thing, but exactly what kind of angle. So for especially online competition, there are a lot of things that people still don't get, still misunderstand. Organizers might require certain photos, but people are not following, and but why? Probably because they first, like, maybe they don't really read the rules. That's their fault. But sometimes it's not their fault. It's just that people really don't understand. And I try to make it easier for all the participants, what are the requirements and what we are looking for. So people who are participating in my competitions would know what to do. And then also I try to make it as fair as possible. So for the judging process as well, one judge doesn't get to judge all the criteria, because I don't want one judge to have too much power for that, because judge A and judge B might have different opinion. So I think everything should be like balanced out. So one judge would judge few criteria, then judge B would judge few other criteria, and then I get the total score for each participant. So all the judgment process and everything is more like a balanced score that they will get.
Tell me some of the achievements that participants would actually get throughout being involved.
Okay, yeah. So for instance, competitions in general, let's say if you win, right? The outcome is pretty clear. You get the title. Okay, I'm the first place winner, second place winner from this competition, and then there are different levels. So you might be a junior or expert, but regardless of the levels or category that you're participating, so you get that specific title, right? So you could use that for your salon or as a trainer when people have the title. It's an instant proof that this person is very skillful, because there are so many lash artists, lash trainers, and then people don't know what are your levels exactly. So it would be an instant proof that you could show it to everybody. And then also it's a learning process. So even you're the first place winner or the third place winner, or you don't place anything, but still you get your judging score sheet, which some of the competitions don't provide, but which like my competition would provide that. And you get to see what are the things, points deducted, so you could learn from that. Maybe you thought you did the inner corner perfectly, but your point got deducted. Then you can analyze why. You could kind of go back to your own picture and then kind of look back again to study your set again, so that you could learn. And that's really important, because when you're just working at a salon, everybody will tell you, oh, you're the best, you're amazing, but it's actually very rare that people would criticize your work and then actually give you the point. All right, you did 80% good, 70% good, but that's the time that you could really face your whatever the issues that you're having or weaknesses that you have, and then you can grow from there. And also you got all the amazing gifts from sponsors. You get to try different products from all different companies, which you don't get to have a chance like that when you don't enter the competitions. So that's a really good bonus that you get. Other than the title, also usually people will give you certificates and even the trophy, even from the online competition. So everything, that's for your achievement. If you win, and then again, even if you don't win, the learning process is just so priceless, because you really get to improve your skill, and then you could really push yourself. If you don't win anything, you get this hard feeling, but then that kind of motivates you to keep going. Okay, like I didn't win this time. I'm upset. But maybe you want to keep trying. Okay, like next time I really gotta win, and then you can keep pushing yourself. So after you compete, you get this feeling that you don't usually get from the salon work, because at the salon you get a little too comfortable.
Yes, definitely. That's fantastic. And now I just want to get a feel of how you went about being guest speakers throughout different stages.
Yeah, so actually the Beauty Factor, it was my a first conference speech. I do have upcoming conference that I'm going to speak, but basically I was invited to be a speaker, but that's because she recognized my achievements, and then she knew that I was hardworking and committed person, and then she knew that I had something that I could offer to people. So basically, by participating many competitions and bringing back many trophies, I was able to establish my reputation, and then show the world that I'm a very committed and hardworking person. So I think that's why people started to invite me to be a judge and then also a speaker at the conference.
And what topic did you speak about?
So at the Beauty Factor, I spoke about how to prepare for a competition. That's my most favorite topic for anything. That's because in 2018, I went to so many different competitions, and so I have a lot of experience that not many people have experienced. So I wanted to share my experience and thoughts about this topic.
Okay. And let's round it off with a few motivational quotes or ways of working that you've evolved throughout the years.
Yeah, I really want to emphasize that a year ago I was really nobody. I do have a 10 years lashing experience, so I am an experienced lash artist, but nobody knew. It's just the local people, right? So I'm in New York, so people who come to me as clients, they know me as a lash artist, but I was never involved in international lash community, so nobody really knew. But that's because I started competing. I started to be recognized in globally, which by participating in many competitions, it really changed my career very quickly. So, and then I'm pretty sure that there are so many lash artists, so many talented people out there that they do have the skill, they do have the potential. It's just that they need to be recognized. And I think by participating in competitions, they could achieve what I have achieved, because I'm just like everybody. I just love doing lashes, and I'm hardworking person. So I'm pretty sure that everybody could do.
Yes, there's so many positive notes that you've left us with today, and such an inspiring journey for many lash artists that actually wants to get out there and get involved and known within the industry.
Yeah, thank you so much for me. I'm pretty happy that I got to speak and I got to chat with you. So I'm really glad that you invited me as well.
Yeah, thank you so much, because I know that you would be such an inspiration and a motivation to let other lash artists get out there, get involved into different aspect, stepping out of their comfort zone in order to do something different, so we as an industry actually grows all together. So it's fantastic to see.
Yeah.
Thank you so much once again.
Yeah, thank you so much too.
So that's it for me today. I'm Aniya Thuntishar, helping you to be a world beautypreneur.
So I thank everyone for listening today, and I hope you learned a lot about your beauty business and how you can actually use this knowledge to grow your own business. And let's see you in the next podcast. Thank you.